Just got off the phone with the girl who loves you too. Said you're working on yourself, is she?
Oh, it's me. Hey guys, I'm Stormy and I'm back for another video. Today we're going to be talking about the best and the worst songs of the decades, in my opinion. Alright, phew, we're starting off strong with the 60s. The worst song, in my opinion, that I've heard from that decade is Tiptoe Through the Tulips. That song, that is the most unintentionally creepy song, unless it was intentional. Conspiracy theories, question mark. In my opinion, I can't listen to that song without being like, thinking of like Insidious. If you've ever seen Insidious, The best song from the 60s, however, was At Last by Etta James. The next year we'll be talking about the next decade is the 70s. It was a good decade for music. Kung Fu Fighting by Carl Douglas. Yeah, it's good in a comedic sense. The best song from the 70s, I think, is Let It Be by the Beatles. Up next, the 80s spot. The best of the 80s, I think, was You Give Love a Bad Name by Bon Jovi. That is such a good song, and it's stuck in my head constantly. It's on every playlist I have. I love that song so much. I have an obsession with it. And the worst? If you think there's a worst, you're wrong. Peak music year. Period. An honorable mention is Back in Black by AC/DC. Alright. 90s. The 90s was an interesting time for music. The worst song of the 90s was by Right Said Fred. The song makes me cringe so hard. Like my soul. Turtle. I just go. Makes me cringe so hard. It's so bad. However, to make up for it, Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana came out. Up next, obviously, is the early 2000s. That's my era of music, is the early 2000s. And that was also a very, very interesting time for music. Balanced out the bad with the good. The worst, Hey Ya. Well, that's how it sounds in the song. Hey Ya. So bad. It makes me cringe. But it's called Hey Ya by Outkast. This song, I always had a love-hate relationship with it. Always. There was never any in-between where I was like, yeah, I could tolerate the song. I'd either be like, I hate this song, or I'd be like, oh, this is kind of a vibe. But like, my music taste has improved, and I'm just like, ugh, yikes. The best song of the early 2000s was Stacy's Mom by Fountains of Wayne. Alright, now we've got the 2010s to deal with. The worst song from the... Okay, I'm gonna list this song, and it's gonna be late 2010s, but it's still before 2020s. Old Town Road by Lil Nas X and whoever else. That song was overplayed so much, it lived rent-free in my head. I didn't like that. I kept asking it to pay rent, and I was like, give it another day. No, it's been too many days. But the best of the late 2010s, in my opinion, was Wake Me Up by Avicii. I think that's how you say his name. I love that song more than anything. It's so good. I still listen to it to this day. Oh my gosh, it is my religion. So now we've got the 2020s. And the only song I wrote down was the worst, and it's Yummy by Justin Bieber. Think of a song that makes you just, for no reason, mad. That is that song for me. Like, I hear the song play and I'm like, switch it. Who's DJ? Switch it. I mean, I had a Justin Bieber phase. We all had a Justin Bieber phase. We all had a Twilight phase as well. We all had a Twilight or Harry Potter phase. That's how that works. But Justin Bieber was another level. I'm not proud of it. Those are the worst and best songs of the decades. that I could find. So, 80s is peak music era, and new songs tend to give me seizures. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. See y'all next time. Bye.